All right, everybody, welcome to the Mandablorian, episode 8, chapter 16, entitled The Rescue, directed by Peyton Reed, was his name?
Yeah.
Did he do one last year, too?
I think so. I remember the name. I don't know which one.
No, he did episode 2 of this season, the spider episode.
Spider episode,
Frog
nice.
Lady.
Nice. So,
Okay, then.
in this show, we do two of our favorite things. We smoke weed and we talk about our favorite Star Wars shit. So, introductions, hailing all the way from Detroit, Michigan, to my virtual left on my screen, we have Nico Tronus. Yeah.
Luke is back, motherfuckers. Luke is back.
So awesome. And we don't have to pretend like we don't have to go through or spoilers. Like, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it by now, fuck off.
Yeah, really. This is going to be on YouTube on Tuesday, and if you haven't seen it by then and you're crying about spoilers, eat the biggest bowl of dicks.
Yeah, I'll give you the weekend.
Yeah, Monday's the deadline, dude.
Monday's the deadline.
Yeah.
You get the weekend off. All right.
So, yeah. What's up?
So you're at Nico Tronus on Instagram, artist, photographer, very talented man.
Something like that. Yeah.
Check him out.
Hey, Filoni, John Favreau, call me.
Owner and proprietor of Access Cannabis, hailing all the way from Spokane, Washington, Wayne Fort. At
Hello there.
Gyronaut. Hello there. Check him out on Instagram. Wayne makes these customized mini detolfs that are just phenomenal. So hit him up if you are interested in buying one.
I've got some available, actually. So,
last but not
hit me up.
least, from Denver, Colorado, we have Christopher Sturm.
Hello.
At plastic.swayze on Instagram.
Yes.
Also,
I'm Swayze always.
Not to be confused with Denver the Last Dinosaur from Christopher Kerm.
Denver the Last Dinosaur. That fucking song, man. I love that cartoon. All right. Anyway, Nico, what are you smoking tonight?
I just finally re-upped with some more of my lovely THCA, and it's so beautiful to have 3.5 grams of delicious, tasty, wonderful, potent AF crystals to dab on.
I wouldn't know, because 3.5 grams for me is like a fucking house mortgage.
Yeah, man. Fuck that noise. That's a bunch of bullshit.
It is. And that's why I bought some weed off of a weed dealer this week, and I didn't go to the
dude. Yes. It's nostalgic, dude.
So let's skip to me. That's what I'm smoking. I don't even know where it came from. I spent $50 for a quarter of the exact same shit that I spent $50 an eighth on at the dispensary, and I know we're supposed to be all legal and shit, but
dude.
So I'm back to this. I'm done. Actually, you know what the funny story is I was actually super mad today, man, because I went to the dispensary to get a cart, and so the dispensary down from the street from my house, they're only doing fucking curbside. You're not allowed in there, so they give you an envelope. And you have to put the money and your order number and your medical card in the envelope. They take it inside, and then they give you a bag with your shit in it and the card in it. They put the card in loose. Now, I think that the last time I went, I probably fucking threw away the bag with my fucking card in it, man. So I don't know where my card is. So, and honestly, I don't even think I even give a shit. I don't care.
Bro, you should just call the state, tell them you lost your card. There's probably, I know here, there's like a $10 fee to get a new card printed and mailed out to you.
That's fine. $10 is something I'd be willing to pay for. I would imagine in Pennsylvania, because we're so fucked with all this shit, I'll bet you it's about $50, $60 though. And if it is,
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm not fucking doing it. I don't care anymore.
Here's the reason why you should, is because even if you're getting your shit from somebody you know, that card still is your legal protection. Right. So even if you do get it from anywhere else,
it's not a bad point.
you're still protected.
Yeah.
You have your card.
And because like if you get caught with it, like it's decriminalized federally now, unless the Senate blocks it. But that just means you're not going to go to jail. But you know, you could still get a ticket for the shit. So
yeah, that's not a bad point. I guess $50 is still. I'm just mad. I'm mad about it. I'm just mad that I'm mad that I was dumb enough to do it. I'm mad that I had to do this whole curbside shit where they put it in loose with the fucking thing. Like
that's retarded, dude. They should be like, oh, here's your fucking.
Yeah, they should hand you back your card.
They should. And at the same time, it's also my dumbass fault too that if in so fact that I threw away, I have to check around my area here. I might have maybe put it in my room or something, but I'm pretty sure I threw it away. Which it sucks.
I don't shop at places like that. I would be leaving the place and I'd be like, hand me that cycler rifle.
Oh, space boss.
How you like them apples?
Lost my khakis.
Anyway, that's what I'm smoking. I'm packing up a nice bowl of
Boba Kush.
I don't even know where my fucking bowl is. Oh, here it is.
Boba Kush, yeah.
Boba Kush.
Boba Kush. Wayne, what are you smoking tonight?
I've got some Miracle Alien cookies from Cedar Creek.
Whoa.
They're diamonds.
Ta-da.
Shiny.
That's awesome. And what I've been waiting for, I want to see it again. Chris, what are you smoking?
I'm gonna try to be quick with this.
Yeah,
it's saucy. 4 gram bucket I picked up at a local place out here. Harmony Extracts. It's some kind of kush. I can't remember. Vanilla, I think.
My mouth is actually watering looking at that.
Delicious.
Dude, it is so good. And the best part about it is this place lets you build points.
Ooh,
so
nice.
And over the time it added up and I was able to take $150 off of a total. So I got one.
Nice,
I got a 4-grammer. My girl got a 4-grammer, and we paid $25 each, dude.
That's so tits.
For 4 grams. That's out the door, dude.
Very nice.
That stuff looks like gold jelly, and I want to spread it on toast.
It totally
so
like it looks like if you like mashed up mangoes like to the point of applesauce, but it's fucking mangoes.
That's kind of how it tastes, dude. A little bit like it's...
That's amazing.
Speaking of,
let's
my god,
do it, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. What is that, Chris?
Oh, I mean, I could say this while we're smoking, but have you guys tried mango salsa?
No.
Dude.
Oh yeah, wait. Actually, you're talking about, is that a weed thing, or are you talking about actual?
No, like actual salsa.
Yeah, of course. That's delicious.
Oh
fucking
my god, dude!
Torches over there.
That's
I always thought it sounded weird, so I never bought it. And my girlfriend was like, "Dude, just fucking put some." We had some taco salad, and I poured some of that in there, dude. Oh my god! I never knew salsa could be so good.
All right, guys, fire it up.
Oh my god!
All right, boys, let's just get right into it, because I feel like I said before, I feel like we don't have to go by like recap the episode because everybody's seen it by now. We can go through it a bit as to what like in order, but like I mean, let's just get into it. Like you guys had like I was so fucking happy. Like,
yeah, it was hype, dude.
I mean, there's no spoilers.
Like 7 times, Nico?
What's that?
Did you say you watched it like 7 times now at this point?
I'm at 10. Today makes 10. I've literally watched it 10 times now.
Damn, dude.
And here's the thing: every single time, the second the X-wing comes into camera, fucking waterworks. I swear to you guys, I've lost 10 pounds in water weight in the amount of fucking tears,
dude,
come out of my face holes since Friday at 3 a.m.
I believe it.
I'm gonna that meme I sent earlier That's how I was with the fucking Friends guy. Brother Kyle, you're gonna have to pop that up on this part.
Remind me, because I always said that I'm going to, but then I always forget. So remind me.
I'll send it to you on Monday. But he's like, when he's sitting there, one X-wing, and then in the next scene is same one X-wing, and his eyes are all big. It's like, oh shit! When you realize, hey, that's one X-wing.
when did you? I mean, let's you know, like I said, we don't have to go through the whole episode like from order, but like obviously Luke Skywalker came
start at the beginning, like, but we gotta get this. We
don't have to.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, you know? Like I was watching it like in my room here, in my like living room area here, and I was like, I wasn't sitting, I was standing up like in front of my TV, like pacing back and forth, like just kind of like twirling around, going like. And I was just so I was like bouncing up and down, and I was just like crying, like just like making noises like a little schoolgirl, like like when they showed R2, man, like my fucking heart just exploded. It was just like, this is the perfect example of when fan service goes right. Like everybody goes, oh, they're just jacking off the fans. It's just fan service.
No. Anybody that says that can shut the fuck up, because they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I don't.
This goes back to 1983. Everything else, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about the sequel trilogy ever again, because these 2 seasons of The Mandalorian are the greatest things since Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. And I don't honestly think, I haven't really been hearing people say that. I'm just saying, like, in general, when things like this happen and people do say that, like, this is the perfect example. This is fan service that is perfect. It's perfect. It was perfectly done. Everybody, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, they're the new Jesus God. They're the Holy Trinity. Lucas, Filoni, Favreau. Like, that's the what I pray to right now.
Yep.
And I can only imagine, like I was so happy, but then even at watching it, and I was like thinking about you guys, especially like Chris and Nico. Like I know Wayne too, but like Chris and Nico, like Luke's your boy. Like that's your guys' boy, man. And I'm like,
I know after you guys finished your first watch, you guys got on a sesh.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it because I was sobbing that much. And I was a fucking mess. And I can't even front about it. Not just tears.
Hey
but
guys,
fucking
I'm sorry. I gotta go grab some water. I will be
go for it.
Back.
Right on. Go ahead, Nico.
I was just sobbing and an absolute fucking mess. And like I couldn't even talk. Like that's how I for me to be speechless. And you guys know me well enough that like me being speechless is not something that fucking happens at all ever. I've usually got an opinion on something, but I was blown away, and I had to watch it over again. Like it's like the whole. Just
you can't even talk. You can't even say words. The words don't even come. It's ridiculous.
It's amazing because literally in that little bit of hallway scene, we got Luke the way I've always wanted to see Jedi Master Luke.
That's what it was. It wasn't just Luke Skywalker. It was badass. Fucking everybody up, not even breaking a sweat. Fucking all those Dark Troopers up, Jedi Master Luke.
And he used like 3 or 4 different
the saber forms. He used the Obi-Wans, he used Yoda's, and he used Anakin's.
Just like, oh my god, to see him like reverse hand, the saber behind his back. This is literally that is it. That is specifically it. And like, fucking A, man, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, like, they just absolutely.
Whoever was in charge of choreographing that thing is my hero. It was literally, like you said, like the Rogue One, Star Wars, the Darth Vader thing. That was one of the best lightsaber scenes in Star Wars, and this one was better. It was better. And it was like, and not only did they show it, but they were also showing it with Grogu, watching it through the camera, and then seeing it in the and like showing everybody's reaction to watching it. Like, what the fuck?
Moff Gideon, fucking, we
so
all
scared. He was so scared.
He was
dude. He was stripping
because everybody else there.
He was tripping.
He knew whatever he could get around these mere fucking people, but a Jedi. A fucking Jedi?
Not just a Jedi. Luke Skywalker, the man that
I think he knew.
destroyed cities. He knew. Of course,
you think he knew that's who that was when he saw it?
I think he
knew.
tried
to kill himself. That's absolutely why he tried to kill himself. Because what other option? He's gonna fucking pull whatever he wants out of your head, whether you like it or not. Like there's literally.
Oh, yeah, he definitely knew that was Luke Skywalker, the man that was responsible for taking apart the Empire. Yeah. He knows the destruction that Luke Skywalker did to his belief is, you can see it in his face. He was just like,
he's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, and then exactly, then he tried to kill himself.
My God, that was amazing. And like when Bo-Katan says, "A Jedi," and then you see the camera shot, and first it's just
they changed the aperture where they changed the focus from her face to the I was really awesome.
Oh, so good. So
let's hop back a little bit. We'll take the foot off the pedal here because we just had to get that out of the way. But like let's just go back to the beginning about how like awesome it was. So we got Dr. Pershing back, and
dude, yeah.
I loved how they played his character, where they kind of made him out to be like, maybe this dude's not like an evil fucking scientist. Maybe he's just a scientist who's being forced to do what he's needs to.
Yeah, he seems kind of impartial.
He's
like,
very
immediately is just like,
whatever.
Dude,
I'm just down with whatever. Yeah.
And then in the chapter 3, when he's like, dude, I kept this homeboy alive. Like, don't fucking shoot me, yo. Like,
yeah.
I think he's in the Grogu fan club secretly.
We got yet another cameo from 2 Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters, because those 2 pilots were characters on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So something, I don't know if it's Favreau, but there's some sort of connection. There's been a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like Simon Cassian.
People. Yeah.
There's
Cousin Simon.
Yeah. I was mad. I was mad that he wasn't in this.
Dude, I was bummed too. But apparently he's got a hashtag emoji on Twitter. So if you do hashtag #AxeWoves in a tweet, you'll get a little cartoon of him.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Very cool.
I'm a fan. I'm an Axe
That's cool.
fan. I hope they do a figure of him. I want to buy it. I'm a fan of that character, and I'm a fan.
Yeah, I was wondering where he was too.
I was bummed, man. I was bummed. I honestly, like, when I first watched it, I didn't even realize that he wasn't in it until like toward the end. I'm like, wait a minute, they're not showing.
Where's he at?
Yeah,
same, dude. Honestly, same, because it was just the episode just started such this action, dude, and
just magic.
Well, right at the bat,
you don't even have time to think, dude. Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful shot of Slave One, like flying up in front of the screen. Like,
dude, I felt like I was watching Top Gun, dude, and he's like, I'm waiting for a middle finger, dude. Like, dude.
Prepare for more.
So we got the whole thing with them capturing the Lambus class. Am I saying it right? Lambus,
Lambda.
Pam? Are you saying Pam?
Lamb.
Pam.
Like.
Lambda. That was really cool. And then like, so they took that to I forget the planet's name, but where Bo and the rest of the night owls. Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Night owls are.
At least one other night owl.
We got a really cool scene with the first live action of Bo's ship, because that was a ship from Clone Wars. I forget what the name was of the ship. Does anybody know?
It's a Mando cruiser.
Yeah, there was a name for it. I forget.
Not sure.
What it was.
I wouldn't know.
It was just a really cool, like, I feel like every
you know
little. What's that?
I want to say Dauntless, but I'm not sure if that's right.
I think it might be. But yeah, it's cool because like every little thing that they're doing like everything that they show is like a calculated like they didn't have to show
like
that.
it's there for a reason, dude. Like they meant to do it.
Yeah,
like,
except
for the jeans guy.
It could have been a ship.
He was our lost
hero. Jeans guy.
It could have been any ship, but they showed the specific one from. I'm looking it up right now. I don't know. Who cares? Fuck it. Anyway, so yeah, they showed her ship, which was cool. And then like I completely loved that scene with her and Boba Fett, where they're doing the whole thing about like the armor, and then she's like, he says these armor belong to my father, and she goes, "Don't you mean your donor?" I recognize you.
That was a burn.
Yeah.
That was a burn, dude.
She's like, you're a fucking clone. Now she doesn't know, presumably doesn't know about Jango Fett's new canon Mandalore like past, like that they've established over the past years. I assume that she doesn't know that. But
well, she probably does know who Jango was, because that's the thing. Like from Clone Wars, we had what's his name, Almec, who was already a corrupt politician. So him saying that Jango was just some mercenary and he doesn't know how he got Mandalorian armor is just him being a lying politician. Right. He knows he's a Mandalorian. They just don't want to take on the fact that one of their own, who is trained in their ways, who wears their armor, went to be the donor for this clone army.
Right.
Because they don't want to take responsibility for it.
Eventually grow to the Empire and fucking glassed.
Yep.
Man,
cashed out.
So not only is not only is
Planet Reach, dude, shit. Man.
Not only is Jango a true Mandalorian, but he's also like high up, like, you know what I mean? Like he has at some point like a claim to the Mandalorian. Because he defeated not Pre Vizsla, Tar Vizsla, was it?
No, he did not defeat Tar Vizsla.
Was the guy that his mentor defeat? I was having trouble following the story. So the person that's his name. Okay, Jasper. Yeah. Okay, he beat Tar Vizsla, right?
I think at one point, no, it wasn't Tar Vizsla, because I think Tar Vizsla was the first Vizsla. He was the
all these names, man.
What about Paz? I wonder if that's a relation from the first season.
Of course,
Jango got revenge on the person that killed his mentor, and that person at the time, I believe, had the Darksaber, or was the man. Something happened where Jango could have claimed the Mandalorian throne. I think. I'm not following. I didn't read the book, honestly. I'm just going by like shit that I was watching, like on YouTube and shit like that. So like I think at some point Jango Fett could have claimed the true Mandalorian throne.
Open Season is the book you want to read.
Yeah. Okay.
Download that shit.
I will. I also have. Speaking of downloads, I have the Jet at that book Empire from the Different Points of View. I have it on Jetflix.
Yeah. The audio
book. Yeah.
For which book?
The Empire Strikes Back from a different point of view or a certain point of view.
Dude.
So tonight when I get off, I'll send that through along with the.
That's gonna be like
Vader books.
I got the hard copy coming in. My girl bought it for me.
Yeah. Like fucking to the ears
for Christmas.
We all need to go to your fucking. Anyway, so yeah, it was really awesome when Bo with the Bo and Jango thing, and then like seeing him fight like, what's her name? Sasha Banks.
Casca Reeves.
So that the fight was really cool, but like the very end when they do the dual flamethrowers at each other, that was pretty badass.
Did you see her DDT suplex that she pulled off at the jetpack?
Yeah,
that was amazing.
She held her own, man. She held her own against Boba Fett, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of baller, dude. Yeah.
They were putting her over pretty hard, so I imagine we're gonna see a pre-order pretty soon for a Casca Reeves figure.
Good. I'm 100%.
I'd probably buy it, dude.
Definitely.
I mean, well, there's no problem.
I'm in. I'm just like I'm in. I'm in for everything.
It'll be a repainted bow anyway, and just have a head on it. So
they have my money. They can just have my credit card numbers and just charge me whenever something new comes out. It's just.
I saw a Sasha Banks WWE figure at Target tonight, and I was like, ooh, and it was one of the $10 figures too, and I was just like,
It's too big though.
oh, yeah, I mean, no, the head might work, but the hair definitely doesn't. And here's the problem. She has this goofy ass fucking smile on her face. So it's just like, well, that just definitely doesn't work for a fucking Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And
But
so
speaking of Boba calls Bo-Katan princess, which is a funny little thing.
nice little jab at her
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
they
ask
were
you a
fucking.
question real quick, Nico.
What's that?
The slave one as the slave one's flying into the before it lands, there's like a scene where slave one's flying, and the picture looks really clipped, like there's some sort of a camouflage or something that it's flying behind. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know anything about that?
When it lands on at the bar?
Yeah.
I think when it was landing, it was just like dust coming up.
No. As it was flying before it goes into its landing sequence, there's a scene where it's flying along and it just the ship is clipping, like you just don't see it, like, and
really?
then at a certain point it just stops and you can see the ship perfectly, like it seems like it's
Oh,
flying
okay.
by.
I haven't noticed that.
I didn't catch that either. I'll look up
It's probably no big deal, but I just thought
10
maybe
watches,
there was
but
something you would know.
I'll go after watch number 11.
There you go.
Yeah, so they go off into this like plan that they have. It's just a typical Star Wars plan. We're gonna do this, trick the Empire into thinking this, and then we're gonna get in there. And
of course, it typically always goes wrong.
Well, it kind of did, but it didn't. Like I felt like their whole siege thing was a success. It was like complete success. Yeah. Actually, they fucked up everybody, and it was
died.
It was amazing. I'm surprised.
I mean, had he been in the bridge, dude, yeah, that was like perfect. They couldn't have done better. But they didn't count on him fucking dipping.
I didn't hear anybody bitching about the whole like thing with like all the people that were storming the cruiser were it was all a whole female cast, and I don't remember anybody going like, oh, it had to be all female SJW. I mean, those were just the characters that they were, and they handled shit, man. They handled their business. Those people worked. They were so good, like together as like a team. Like they just stormed that thing with it was Bo, what's her name, Reeves,
Casca Reeves,
Fennec
She's
Shard,
breathtaking.
Cara Dune.
You're a shark.
They Cara Shard. They handled business, man. They fucked everybody up, and it was so awesome. Like,
I love the part where Kara's in the front and the Mandalorians go flying off the thing, and then they turn around and shoot the stormtroopers, and then and then that squad comes in, and the Mandalorians come flying up from behind and just annihilate them all. Fantastic!
It's awesome because when they're making their plan and they're just like, all right, Mando, you're going to sneak back behind and we're going to be the distraction. They're just like, yeah, we got it. It doesn't matter how many troopers are in there. We're just going to fuck them all up. It's just the troopers are weak as shit and we're just going to destroy them all like they were ducks in a row. Click, 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 click. And they did. They one-shot killed every stormtrooper in all that shit.
They did.
Dude, Fennec, man, she can shoot.
She's a beast.
I'm very much looking forward to her character being in the we'll get to that later, I guess. But yeah, it was really awesome. And then so then Mando sneaks in behind, and they pulled the whole like, I love how they did like the whole like Terminator thing with the door shutting and those dark troopers. It was weird because what's his name, the Pershing, he said that the phase 3 troopers were like purged of all their humanity, like they were just straight up droids. And I think that in the game that the dark troopers were before, I think phase 3 troopers were actually exosuits. Am I getting it backwards?
Yep.
Okay, so it was the opposite. Okay.
Yeah. Phase 3, they're straight up droids because they realized that having a human body packed into all that big, expensive, heavy armor was too much of a cost for the Empire. Because you got to remember, all the stormtroopers are running around in fucking Hasbro quality plastic.
Kmart fucking armor.
Exactly.
Kmart Beskar. It's like
so.
I just they might as well be wearing the bubble wrap suits from Dude, Where's My Car?
Those memes, like so like I'm just thinking of like, Mom, I want a Beskar suit. We have Beskar suits at home, and then they just show the stormtroopers.
It's pretty much.
Yeah.
Because like the Empire just looks at the stormtroopers as completely expendable soldiers.
Yeah,
like,
of course. They're red shirts. They're red shirts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not even. They're not even important enough to have red shirts.
Exactly. Unless you're a flamey boy.
A flamey boy.
Yeah. Orange shirt. I'm waiting for that.
So they the scene with Mando fighting the Dark Trooper, like he was just fighting one. Like it was cool that he locked everybody in. But yeah, that was. And Nico, you said you saw something where they actually used stop motion for all that stuff.
Well, they didn't use stop motion. They used stop motion animation techniques to create how the Dark Troopers moved. So like that's why they look like
it was less fluid. It was more like,
dude, it looked really RoboCop
kind of jerky, and it has that kind of vibe, that Terminator, that RoboCop kind of vibe to the way they move, because they wanted them to be clunky. And like Pershing said earlier, that like it takes them a few minutes for them to power up to be able to do anything, because they take too much energy to keep powered up all the time. So when you take all of that into account, like they really kind of wanted to make it almost like a droid Frankenstein type of deal, where you're just like, okay, this thing's a fucking monster. I need to figure out how to kill it as quickly as possible, because if not, I'm dead.
They were almost like simulating like practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
With that move, it was awesome. It was very cool.
Yeah, the flamethrower, when Din shot that off inside his belly, and the flames went up, and you could see the collarbone getting red hot.
It was a good shot. It was a great shot too, because then they showed him like from the waist up, like, and they showed him like the Dark Trooper like this, and then it like turned like that. It was a very good shot. Yeah.
Just throws him like a fucking rag doll, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
But
I do want to say, how strong is that fucking Beskar, dude, that he's wearing?
Oh man,
getting hit like that, dude. When you see what they did to the doors, and
I was gonna say, not only did they punch him and it not breaking his helmet, but it made the helmet push into the metal of the door. Like, I gotta
like
think
set off some kind of alarm or some shit. Yeah.
So it's cool that the armor's holding up, but from what I understand and know about concussions, that's still a thing. His head, his brain is rattling inside.
He would be fucking.
He's got CTE for sure.
At that point in time, after all of that shit, if that was entirely real, we weren't talking about
helmet being pressurized helps.
Well, that's true. I guess
because it's pressurized, it would still be problematic. But
Will Smith is making a concussion movie about Mando right now.
I was gonna say, didn't he already do that? But about Mando.
The other side of it too, though, is the Dark Troopers are not made of Beskar. So,
but they're made out of better than plastoid, though.
Yeah, clearly. I mean,
I would have liked to see his hand bend a little bit on the helmet. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I think that would have been dope, because like I remember the first time I watched, I was like, is Mando's helmet getting fucked up? And one of the shots, like after his fist came off, I was like, did it get dented?
It kind of, I thought so, but then
then
it was the lighting, because I was like, oh, okay, he's cool. Yeah,
he's totally fine, and I was just like, oh, this motherfucker die.
So then it's the density. That's all it's about, that whole scene, which is cool. The more dense, object passes through, the less dense object.
It was that fucking shit, dude. And then he takes a whole fucking armory of whistling birds just to sort of slow it down, dude. Like,
I think that's what really did it to fuck it up, because it went to all its weak points, and as it hit all those weak points, plow.
Whistling birds will do fine.
And they
use
did
them
sparingly,
sparingly.
for they are rare.
And then my man remembers that he has a fucking Beskar spear on his back, and then he ends up fucking up.
He didn't have it on his back.
It got knocked out of his hands, right?
Okay. It was,
I thought so.
Down on the floor in the hallway. Like, that's what he was going for initially. Like, after all that back and forth was happening, after he set off the whistling birds,
right.
He was trying to get the spear as quick as he could. So then, when Droidy Boy starts like shooting at him, the blaster just bouncing off his armor, and then he gets close enough. Didn't he like kick him again or something?
Something.
I think he hit it and then like did a little spin and fucking.
Right up to his neck. He spun around. He did a spin and stabbed it up through the neck, and then just went.
That was fucking tight,
dude. Popped his dome off, man.
That was dope.
He's mastered that fucking spear pretty quickly.
I would imagine. I would imagine that he has been well trained in all forms of weapon combat. Like at this point, like every time that dude picks up something, he's OP with it, I guess. And by the way, what is that? I feel like such a 36-year-old boomer right now, but like when you guys say that,
gaming term.
Is it on point? Is that what it means?
Overpowered.
Okay, all right. I'm like,
yeah.
You guys say
and
OP,
speaking of OP, those fucking those dark troopers are fucking OP, dude.
They are.
How
can you imagine if all of them got out?
Well, they did.
Well, that was funny as shit, dude. Too. I was laughing. I was like, well, there goes them. I completely forgot about the thrusters. I'm like, okay, they're gone.
That was actually one of the sweet things about that too, is because they didn't make it a point to show you them using their thrusters the second they got out into space. Like, because these stupid things, they're still fucking droids. And like Pershing already said too, they only have a finite amount of energy to only operate for a certain amount of time. Like if they were out in space using their thrusters the whole time, it probably took those things a few minutes to really formulate the plan to try to fly back into the ship.
Shit was insane though, dude. That was tight.
Thankfully,
that's we're getting ahead. But yeah, dude, that was.
We're going right through it.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, we're I don't want to skip over Din and Gideon fighting.
No. Yeah, we definitely need to talk about, that
I wanted to mention, so before we do that, like how long until Hasbro announces like a deluxe figure with a Dark Trooper?
They're 100% going to do a Dark Trooper,
and I'm gonna buy at least 3 of them.
Of course you are.
Yeah, I have to get at least 3. Hopefully they're not exclusive, because that's dumb.
Yeah. I hope not too. But I want a row. I need 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
might as well just get like 8, buy 3. Just have fucking.
I'll buy 3. I will gladly send you my 3 just so you can take a picture and send them back to me.
Nope, that works.
I would imagine like
borrow these,
it's so funny as like when we were kids, all these like Transformers and all these TV shows, they were basically toy commercials, and that has not changed in the least bit as we're adults. I'm 36 years old, and I'm like, all you're doing right now with Mando, it's an amazing story, but you're selling me toys is what you're doing, because I'm gonna buy every fucking thing.
Dude, I see all kinds of shit. I'm like, oh, I need that. I need one of those.
Mm-hmm. I need 7 Dark Troopers. I need a bow. I need a Casca Reeves. I need a fucking Axe Wogues. I need a Fennec Shand. I need a new Ahsoka. I need 2 Fennec Shands because I need the May, Agent May custom. Yeah, I need another Mando. I need a season 2 Mando from SH Figuarts, because I need the one that's going to come with presumably the spear and the Darksaber. I'm definitely
the full Beskar thighs.
I'm gonna say, yep. This is And this is one of the most amazing figures I own, but I will gladly buy the new one and toss this to the fucking. I mean, I'll sell it to somebody or give it to somebody or just keep it. I'll just keep all my Mando.
Yeah, might as well keep it.
You should keep it. It's fucking Mando. You should definitely keep it.
It's amazing. It's amazing what they're doing as a show, and also as selling me toys. It's just
they're really good at it.
So anyway, then we get to what is like almost the penultimate scene with he finally finds a Grogu. So we get Baby Yoda, and then we get the Darksaber pressed right against his fucking throat, and it wasn't really pressed against his throat, but you get what I'm saying. So
it was implied.
Yeah, this is a great scene by I have to look up the guy's name, like
Esposito.
Yeah, it was
dude. He killed it in this episode. He was good, dude. I'm just like, I like this guy, dude. Like, I hate that I like him, but I do.
He's such an amazing actor. Like, you can go back to Do the Right Thing. He's in that. Like, he's been in the game for a really long time, and I didn't even realize that was him until a few days ago. I was just like, wow, holy crap. I mean, I haven't seen Do the Right Thing in a really long time, but
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, dude, it's an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Like, once you see it, and when you notice who he is, you're just gonna be like, holy shit.
Most people know him from Breaking Bad, and he was a badass in that too. Like, he wasn't. Yeah. He's really good at not being like physically imposing, but the way he comes off is like, well, this guy's a badass. He's not.
I better not fuck around with this guy. Yeah, dude. And then to see him get scared, he's like, oh god.
Dude.
So one thing that was cool. So what happened with him was that he basically tricked Mando into. Mando was like, I don't give a fuck about any of your plans, any of the things that you want. I just want the kid.
Care about the.
Yep. I just want the kid. You can have the Darksaber.
My son.
I don't give a fuck.
And Mel Gibson, dude.
Without my son.
And then it seemed like Moff Gideon was okay with it. He was like, all right, cool. All right, fine. I already have what I need. I have the kid's blood, so presumably that's going to be to create Snoke or Palpatine or whatever.
It's to continue rebuilding Palpatine's body, because he's already got to be in some kind of cloned state as it is.
Yeah. All right, so we get like, I was wondering, like, because I didn't see it coming, where he was like, all right, cool. He was like, all right, cool.
I was like, this motherfucker, dude. Yep. I'm like, keep your hand on that spear, yo.
Yeah.
So he attacks him, and what that shows to me, and not really to me, because I honestly, like, I got this idea from the Star Wars theory guy. So this actually showed that Moff Gideon knows that he can't beat Mando without doing some sort of subterfuge to try and gain the advantage. He knows that he is not a superior fighter to Mando. And that shows in their fight. Mando fucks him up. Like, in the end, like,
he's a weasel.
Easily.
Yeah. Now he's got the advantage because he has the Darksaber, and that Beskar was holding up. But as we also saw, that Beskar was causing the lightsaber was causing the Beskar spear to glow red, which I feel like means that eventually it would have made its way through.
I don't think it would have gotten to that point. I think, like, you're supposed to see that, it gets hot because it cools off really fucking quickly after that too. So
I just feel like the lightsabers are still a superior weapon against Beskar, but Beskar gives them not an advantage, but it gives him a fighting chance, you know.
Oh, I mean? Totally, yeah.
So he was doing that, blocking, and then the spear, and he was like, you got to see, like, he was trained with that spear, like, he knows he was doing all the right moves.
It was sick, dude. He's all fucking
an amazing fight.
Damn, dude.
It really was.
He's like.
And it didn't last that long either, which I thought was awesome. Like, it was an amazing fight that lasted a few seconds. And like I said, Mando's a superior fighter. He handled business.
Definitely.
He took care of shit. And
as soon as Gideon let him back off and to grab the spear, he might as well just put the saber down.
For sure.
Like, fuck, dude, I'm done.
And then I love Gideon goes, oh, you let me live. This should be interesting because he knows.
He already knows. Yeah.
Because
let me say this real quick. Gideon is motherfucking Starscream.
Megatron!
He is Starscream. Like 100%. That's who his character is.
That's awesome.
And Grand Admiral Thrawn is
Megatron.
Megatron. Hell yeah. Choom, choom, choom. He's coming to your room for some of that boom, boom.
Admiral Thrawn!
Probably won't see Thrawn until Ahsoka, but we're going to definitely cross over. Sure.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure we're definitely going to get Thrawn at some point. But
I would imagine that in the Ahsoka show, we're going to see some more of the live action Rebels shit. Like, I would imagine Sabine is going to be in that. I would imagine Hera pops in. Dude, if I didn't even think of this until now, but if there was any way that we got Kanan as a Force Ghost, I might die inside. I might just I might just crumble and like just revert to like a little baby and cry.
Would they let it be Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No,
probably not.
Or would they just have some dude lip sync his voice?
No, they'd get an actor. They'd get somebody to play.
I would love it to be Freddie Prinze Jr. I think that would be awesome.
I don't.
No,
no. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, he's fine for the voice, but I just no.
I don't like him as Fred and Scooby Doo.
That's actually a perfect role for him, but like
you're just a dick in a neckerchief.
Roll, Randy. Yeah, I just like I don't know. I don't think he should be Kanan in live action.
I don't think we would, because if they did that, because they're not casting the voice actors to play these parts, or they would have cast Ashley Eckstein as Ahsoka. You know what I mean? Like they're just not doing it. They're not doing it.
Yeah. I was mainly making a joke, but shit, man.
Right. No, I actually I would be cool with it. Like, I think that would be awesome, but that's my opinion. It's fine.
And I could totally see them like, hey, let's use your voice, and some guy's just gonna lip sync it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they, well, granted, that's what they did for Luke, so
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm thinking that they're just like kind of throwing it out there.
Yeah. This is like getting way too far ahead. But like, yeah, like I said, like, anytime like I watch that, anything where they show clips of Kanan sacrificing him, like I die, I cry. Like it's one of the best scenes in Rebels. It just really is.
Yeah, and they make you go through it twice with that whole temple thing.
And then when they Ezra relives it in the World Between Worlds, it's.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea that we should all go to the World Between Worlds and do another dab.
That's a great idea.
Fire it up.
Should we now?
In the show, I don't think it mattered. We were just talking shit.
I don't think
they just got done fighting.
Yeah, they got done fighting.
Gideon.
When I want to ask, like, so yeah, that whole scene, and then so Mando goes in. Moff Gideon, he understands what's going to happen right now, and so Mando goes into the room, and he's like, hey, I got Moff Gideon. here's your dark saber, you're fine. And Bo's just like,
oh, hold on a second.
Okay,
let's back up
back
because Din walks in
with it lit
the fuck up. He's got that saber blade kicking. So we need to point out the fact that he is carrying that saber because he beat Gideon. That shit's lit up, and Din doesn't even know what that means. Din doesn't understand that he is Mandalore.
I feel like that's kind of like weird because I feel like Din is he's very ignorant. Like he has his view of what his Mandalorian creed is, whatever, with his Death Watch thing. But I feel like he doesn't know anything else about fucking Mandalore. Like,
dude, he's like one of those kids that were in Waco. They didn't know shit about shit, dude.
Yeah. He's basically, he grew up in a cult and he doesn't know anything about the actual history of Mandalore.
Well, he about to learn.
You won't learn today. You won't learn today.
he gonna be king.
Yeah, which is awesome because as we all know, when we see Din coming up with the ignited darksaber, do you think that he had that ignited because he doesn't know how to deignite it?
No, I'm pretty sure
that actually would be funny, dude. He's like,
how do you what the fuck? How do you?
He clearly knew how to shut it off when he killed the blade and tried to hand it to Bo. But
I was just fucking around.
Gideon was definitely being the dick and all of that because he knew Bo was going to be furious that she didn't get it from him because she would have killed him.
So I want to ask this because let's jump back timeline into like Clone Wars and shit like that. So Darth Maul beat Pre Vizsla. Tar Vizsla? Pre Vizsla? I get him confused. I'm just
Tata Vizsla? I don't know. It doesn't matter, but yes.
He basically beat the Vizsla fucking Death Watch guy and got the darksaber.
Yeah.
How did he lose that? Because I'm just a dumb stoner. I can't remember.
He had it in his altar on Malachor? Not Malachor. It was the planet where the Night Sisters are. Dathomir. So
okay, wait.
That's a good level in Jedi Fallen Order. I should have gotten that. Sorry, I'm fucking high, dude. Like, so high.
The magistrate from the Ahsoka episode is Dathomirian.
Oh shit! Basically, what I was getting at is how did Bo got the darksaber?
So Bo,
she did. I feel like she didn't.
It. No, she had it handed to her before by Sabine.
Yeah.
Rebels.
Right. And so why the fuck is that okay and not the Mando thing?
Well, because we never really saw what happened at that point, but we know Mandalore did fall and the Empire kind of ruled over it for the longest time after that. So obviously Bo lost it, and I think she lost it to Gideon, but it was probably some Starscream type of shit where,
he snaked her for it or something.
Yeah, he was like, "Hello, my name."
In combat, there's no way.
No, he didn't.
I'm a snake.
Combat, but he.
But so that's where I'm going. I'm getting with this. So let's follow the timeline because we have Clone Wars season 7. Does Darth Maul have the darksaber at that point?
Slithery snake. He didn't. He have it? No, he didn't have it in season 7, did he?
He didn't fight Ahsoka with it. But where did he lose it from when he took over Mandalore to that?
He lost it when he fought Palpatine. When Palpatine killed Savage.
Okay.
But I don't remember how.
But they did specifically show something where him losing that though.
The only time Maul lost it was when Ezra took it from, when Ezra took it from his cave on Dathomir.
Right. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to follow the timeline of
He was
this
never
thing.
defeated for it. So that's probably the thing with even her having it then in the first place, was that she didn't defeat Maul for the saber, so it didn't even matter that she was carrying it. And then on top of that, what probably happened was some Starscream shit to separate her from the blade, and then fucking Moff Gideon claimed it.
Moff Gideon!
Yeah, she probably got like hit or something, fucking fell.
You fell.
Fucking
I'm just
and he's like, oh, let's pick this fucking shit up and fucking. So it was probably super snaky.
Yeah, it was probably like some kind of like tank explosion, and then a stormtrooper picked it up from the rubble. Hey guys, I'm Mandalore
now.
So yeah, we
hands it over to Gideon, and Gideon fucking cuts him in half.
He's like, thank you.
So that's pretty much it as far as like the whole episode goes, except for the Skywalker shit. But like, I just wanted to ask, when did you guys know? Because I first of all, I loved Cara Dune's line about like, oh great, an X-wing, one X-wing, we're saved. Yeah. When I don't know personally, when I saw the one X-wing, I was assuming that it was just like Trapper Wolf or the other guy.
I expected to see.
I thought there was going to be more X-wings coming.
Yeah. I thought there was going to be an X-wing, and then there was going to be a couple more. I'm like, okay, tight. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I knew it was a Jedi.
And then when she was like, it's one.
Up.
She said it's one X-wing, and that's when I was like,
yeah.
I sat up. I was like, oh my god.
I was going to ask when everybody realized that. Wayne, go ahead.
Yeah, for me it was when Grogu was like, after pretty much from the jail scene all the way through, he was so like almost out of it. Like, I don't know if he was depressed or just weak from having his blood drawn or what was going on, but he visibly perked right up. Like his ears finally came up, his eyes opened, and he just like, he felt like, and that's when I was like, oh, it's the Jedi. And I didn't know for sure that it was Luke, but I'm like, it's the Jedi. Someone's coming to answer the call.
For me, it was when like they showed the X-wing, and I was like, okay, it's an X-wing squadron. It's going to be like the Republic coming to save the day. And then when I immediately realized that it was just one X-wing, I was just like, that's Luke, because we all know like Luke's whole thing was he was a master. He's a Jedi master. He's an amazing, the chosen one, right? But he's also a fucking badass X-wing pilot. And he has his squad of, his X-wing squadron. And so,
Red 5.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, it's a single X-wing, and then presumably there's a Jedi coming. Like,
yeah. By the time she was on the horn, and she was like, unidentified pilot, who are you? I'm like, dude, that's Luke. I knew it right there, because I'm like, that's one X-wing. Who else would just come in one X-wing?
Exactly.
And yeah, that made me perk up. I'm like, wait a minute, huh? I'm like sitting up, because I was leaning back watching it. And as soon as I saw the hood, and I like how they put it in black and white too. At first, like, oh, okay, come on, tease us on the color of the blade, but of course,
the cinematography,
the hood, who it is.
The cinematography,
as soon as the color, dude,
that whole scene was amazing. Like the way they did it.
Yeah. As soon as I saw the X-wing, like as soon as it came into frame in the background, I was a fucking waterfall, and like to the point.
Yeah.
I was and we're talking. This is about 3:30 in the morning, on Friday morning. Like my family members were asleep, and I'm pretty sure my reaction and my audible sobbing woke them up.
I was the same way. I was worried. I was really worried because I was making noises, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm waking people up.
I didn't know what to do with myself, but it was just like waterfalls and like, dude, seeing the cloak, like before we even see the lightsaber blade, seeing that first shot of him walking down the corridor with just hood up, cloak flowing. I
I
that
knew
was
for
it.
sure, like
Yeah.
when we saw the gloved hand. Yeah.
Well, and he's
Mhm.
holding
Already a
he's
green
holding
lightsaber, yeah.
he's not just a green lightsaber. You look at the hilt, that's Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like that's
Mhm.
what you're seeing. And still, like I mean, even talking about it, my eyes are welling up right now. Like,
I might just fast forward and watch that scene.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I
it's so
was I was
Is it
like I was the same
seriously
way. Not
the
not like audibly, but I definitely had some tears coming, dude. I'm like, dude, this is like
just one of the
all I've wanted
greatest?
to see for so long is Luke as a Jedi
I
Master,
I
just
turned
fucking wrecking shit,
into
dude.
I turned into my 6-year-old self again. That
Uh,
was me in 1983 seeing Return of the Jedi. Like my mind was blown. I was 6 when that was in the theater, and seeing that was just
that's
like that was everything. That was the
that,
greatest movie ever.
that's how I imagine Wayne felt when he saw Slave One uh, pop in the view, like for the
For
first time.
sure.
It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's just so many. This show has done a great job of striking a good balance between, you know, being a great story of its own, but then giving us, some really great callbacks. A lot
Absolutely.
of the fan service there's like abundant fan service, almost to the point of being a fan service orgy, but it's still a great story unto its own. They're not just
It's
rehashing
Yeah.
shit.
And that
see, that's the thing where I got to disagree a little bit because it's not so much fan service as it is them caring about the stories they're telling and wanting
Mm,
us to feel the attachment for those of us who have watched Rebels, who have watched Clone Wars, that know stuff
sure.
about these characters past. They want us to feel that connectivity, and they also want it to be available to the people that have no fucking clue
it
about it.
is. It's very standalone. I
Mm,
know
Yeah,
so many people
they
that
wanna be there. It's like they're responsible with what they're doing
Yeah,
and making
and
sure that like yeah, this is
calculated.
possible
it's
in this
There's
universe.
nothing
And
they do by accident, just like
so
the
yeah,
between,
it's
world
perfect,
between
man.
worlds. There's
yeah.
nothing they ever do by accident. It's
But
all
I,
calculated.
I do agree with Wayne about the fan service, like, and I agree with you too about how like this is a complete standalone thing. You can watch The Mandalorian without ever watching a Star Wars thing ever. But if you have watched all the Star Wars shit, the fan service is there, and
It's
then you're
just
just like, oh. That's why I love all those. I love all those memes. Like, with the one with Marty McFly, and he's like, "Oh, I've seen this one before," and they're like, "Oh," and they're like, "Man, like, yeah, people that haven't watched Clone Wars, like, oh, this is new. What are you talking
I know you're in the past, Marty. Why would you say that? Like that's
about?"
my biggest gripe with that movie.
Well, he's just a reaction. What a great movie! I love Back to the Future.
uh,
Back to the Future is the world between worlds.
dude,
It's
if
just
that's
canon.
connected,
It's all connected.
I'm with it. Let's get
Fucking
Encino Man in there, and it's fucking done.
Zemeckis verse.
no wheezing the jewels.
But yeah, I don't think that there's anything else we can add to any of that. Like just the fact that like
Dude,
I just feel like our hearts all exploded. We were all so happy
Yeah,
with
and the
how this ended.
music, dude, was really
The
just like
music,
I was
the
getting
music is
music.
pumped.
amazing.
I was
When
getting
they
so
showed Luke,
pumped, dude.
when they were playing like the Mandalore theme, like and then they showed Luke, and then they went to the.
When the doors kind of jammed open,
Yeah, it was just like that
dude.
extra like
The
At that
it
point
extra,
right there,
tears.
my girlfriend, dude, was like audibly sobbing, dude, just like sobbing. It
That
was
that
crazy.
that music. Anytime I hear that music, it gets to me, man. That
yeah,
the Luke music, yeah.
The thing about that whole scene, like Luke coming in through and them all watching him on camera, Bo saying a Jedi and Mando turning and just like, oh,
Open the
fuck,
doors.
really?
I said open. I said open the doors.
Well, even before that, dude, Luke casting off every fucking one of those dark troopers like
they were nothing.
Butter.
They were not like they were
nothing.
He was a Ninja Turtle, and they were foot soldiers. He was just like pow.
By the way, who had the better hallway scene now, father or son?
Luke, 100%. Luke.
I think I agree with that.
It was as if he didn't even care about those droids. Like they didn't present enough of a threat to even really make. Because I remember one of them he disarmed, stepped past it, and he didn't even bother to kill it until it reached and grabbed his arm. And then he's you didn't have enough.
Let's talk about the fact that he was using all the Force powers, and then he used Force Crush, which is the Jedi no. Almost.
That's not. Stop it! Stop it! Stop using shit from other people's videos.
I did. They use it for when they killed droids. It was I guess it was okay if they were killing droids with it, but
you're not supposed to use it to kill people.
To kill people and
to kill living things.
It was still cool to see though.
Stop repeating other people's videos.
You yelled at me before I got to the point about the droids.
You didn't have to get it's other people. Stop.
Bye. Yeah.
Dude, I loved seeing that, man. It was just like he's like, "Oh, dude, stop! Let me stop you and tell you something real quick. A secret." So good, dude. Loved it.
Putting on the Jedi Clinic.
Yeah, I've been waiting a long time to see that, dude. Not as long as you, because I'm not as old, but dude.
He pulled all the tricks out.
My entire fandom, I've been waiting, dude, waiting to see Luke do some fucking G shit like that, man.
It was amazing. And that's the thing. That episode, that portion, if you start from the X-Wing coming in all the way to the end of that episode, that right there is better than the entire sequel trilogy and is Star Wars more than the entire sequel trilogy.
Dude, honestly, I like Luke in that moment better than I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
In the original
that's the thing.
Sequel, dude.
It was when Mark Hamill comes out and he's proud of the work. Like he came out and tweeted about it because he knew it was good.
I love his tweet about hey, have you seen any good TV lately?
Yeah, dude, that was so good.
But
that makes me think he's proud of that, and like
he should be.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing though. This is also what everybody that's mine and Wayne's age has wanted to see since we were little kids. Since we were of age that we walked out of that theater seeing Return of the Jedi, and we didn't have the internet back then. We couldn't go on YouTube and watch the whole movie for free or, Disney Plus or anything like that.
Or even talk to someone else who's in another state about it.
Exactly.
In real time.
Totally. So, like, to see badass Luke slicing through these guys who were fucking up our hero, the fucking Daddy Lorian.
Just one of them. Just one of them, dude. Just getting wrecked. Like he got fucking rocked, dude.
It makes me
like hard.
It makes me so happy.
And Homeboy just fucking.
It makes me so happy.
Can't believe it's not butter.
What do you guys think about the fact that? I mean, I was so fucking happy when all this happened, but I got extra fucking fangirly when R2 came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
dude,
I was not expecting that. Do you guys think that R2
he flies
Grogu?
Oh yeah,
I think he does.
They were homeboys. You could tell.
They were talking. They were communicating.
Now,
he was not gonna leave Mando's side even after he showed him his face and put him down until R2 rolls around and he's like, "Oh shit, dude."
I wanted to get to that.
I remember you.
I remember you from Temple.
Because that was like one of the most
But
emotional
thanks
things.
for the heads up for telling me not to come to the temple that day when Master Skywalker killed everybody.
Right?
right, he's the one that sent the picture of the lightsaber. Don't show up at the temple tomorrow.
Let's roll,
dude.
You,
but my girlfriend was like crying because she's like, "Fuck, it's Luke." We love her, and I both just love Mark Hamill. Dude, I love him for Luke. Yeah. She loves him for the Joker.
Yeah.
Which I love him for too. But like everything, dude, he's so good at everything. And so, we were just like freaking out. And then and then R2 rolls around, and she just like didn't know what to do, dude.
Yeah,
like, she's like, my screamy boy.
When R2 his little happy dance, I fucking started.
I did my own happy dance. I did my own happy dance in the room. I literally turned around. I was like spinning in circles. I was like squee. I was so happy. Like I can't fathom and like I can't describe how happy I was. Like it was just the most amazing thing like I've seen in the past year. Like this whole year has been complete shit. And
that really fucking.
Mandalorian.
Now I can't wait to watch.
Season of Mandalorian has been a shining beacon of this shit fucking year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's been so amazing.
Such an amazing recovery from the sequel trilogy as a whole.
Oh, dude.
And for me, that I even like the sequel trilogies, but like I like don't care about them because of this. Like I just. So
I like one actor and one character from that sequel. But yeah, it's been known. We don't need to go over.
Yeah, we don't need to go down this rabbit hole again. But I was like, I was one thing that I was like really. Oh, also we didn't talk about the scene with Baby Yoda Grogu tapping his helmet and like making him take the helmet off. Like that was so sweet. It very much mirrored the scene from Return of the Jedi with Luke and Anakin.
Help me take off this mask.
Yeah, it was just. Mm-hmm. Did anybody feel weird seeing like Pedro Pascal's face in like? I just felt like
his head looks small.
Yeah, he doesn't look as badass with his Pedro Pascal face as he does with his Mandalorian helmet.
Well, he was also being all emotional daddy, sending his baby off to Jedi school.
Have fun on your first day.
I'm looking at Pedro Pascal's face, and I'm like, this is the guy that just that fucks up platoons of troopers and.
I feel like seeing his face in the episode before kind of softened the blow a little. Like it was kind of like, well,
a little bit, yeah.
Definitely, it was meant to.
Yeah,
and I think that like now that, I mean, who knows where season 3 picks up? Like what kind of a time jump we're gonna get to? But like I'm wondering, you know. What's going to be happening on Mandalore with him as Mandalore?
What do you guys think? Because
like, this is known. Like, there's going to be a season 3, right? Because I'm kind of worried that like
there's going to be a season 4.
The book of Boba Fett's going to be season 3.
So
no, I'm tripping, dude. I'm tripping.
Now that you mention that, let's get into that. Let's get into that because
there's a bunch of people that are getting this wrong. That end credits scene is not about season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's like what Marvel does with another movie. Yeah,
it was a stinger.
But I'm just like,
it's going to be Din. It's going to be Din. It's going to start. A brand new Mandalorian Civil War.
Let me preface this.
That show is filming right now.
Okay, let me preface this by just a little disclaimer. We have no insider information or anything other than just what we see on the internet and what we know. But like, yes, I agree with you. Like, that would be stupid.
It's like an irrational fear for me, and I know it's not true, but it's like an irrational fear.
If they did that, if they made season 3 all about Boba Fett, like I would watch it.
Oh yeah, dude.
I
yeah,
think
but I would be a little upset.
They're not.
They're definitely not. Yes,
they're 100% not doing that. Like I don't know how.
I support what you're saying right now.
Yeah,
I've seen so many posts. I've seen so many stupid posts about that, like to the point where I'm just like, and no offense, Chris, I'm not calling your point stupid, but
no, I know. I'm just pointing out that's like it's irrational, and I'm like,
it's
dude,
so mind blowing. Like I'm like, you literally just watched the season finale of season 2, and you think Disney's gonna fucking change up the recipe of their Captain Crunch fucking cereal? No, they're not.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
It's time for new Coke. It's
exactly.
Pepsi
Well, you know
Zero.
what? That's actually not a bad point, Wayne, because new Coke paved the way for classic Coke to come back and make them more money. But yeah, also yes, they're definitely not going to do.
The Book of Boba Fett is a very separate show,
dude, and that's gonna be
like
sick.
a mini series or something, like maybe not a whole show, but
like a whole just a one.
What do you think?
Thing.
Because is it gonna be new Boba Fett, or is it gonna be like telling the story of him?
I think.
That'd be awesome.
I think we're probably gonna get some modern day stuff, and there might be flashbacks where necessary about shit.
I want to see how we got out of the fucking.
Yes, that's what
Sarlacc.
That's what I want to see. I want to see how he survived this.
I think we're gonna get to that in his thing eventually, but to be honest with you, I think what they're gonna do is spend a lot more time building him up as the new crime lord of Tatooine.
Dude, fuck yeah, man! The way he walked in and shot up Bib 5 tuna.
Yeah.
What was that? I love that meme that you sent through, and Jesse sent me through. Just sent it.
I like how David said it in the chat. Bib 5 tuna.
He got big.
Yeah, he was definitely
you could tell that like he was starting to be like, I'm trying to get like Jabba all fat and fucking.
Yeah, like I don't think he realized that Jabba was a Hutt. Like they're giant slugs, so all they can do is get bigger and fatter. But
he doesn't need to do that. It's unnecessary.
I think he's so Pavlovian and so used to that fucking shithole life that's all he knew to do. So probably sits there eating frogs all day long too.
He's like, damn, dude, I'm so glad I stayed off the barge that day. Shit.
It was an amazing.
Somebody sent him a picture of a lightsaber and said, "Don't go to the barge tomorrow."
R2, he had it, dude. R2 just warning homies.
Didn't want to live.
But dude, that was so tight. The music for that was sick too. Like, I hope that's kind of a preview of maybe what the score will be for his show.
How
that shit was sick.
Awesome, where Fennec Shart, just kind of like
Shart.
I say it now, but she just kind of like swag walked over to grab that fucking thing of liquor and just kind of like posted up.
She's like, "Yep, this is our shit." Fucking right on.
And then
I wonder if Boba Fett's gonna go fuck with Cobb Vanth for having his armor.
I don't know, man. It's I wonder if that. Yeah, I feel like I hope.
Then Din shows up and he's like, "Yo, that'd be a tight cameo."
I didn't even think of that, but I'd love to see. Sorry, I'd love to see if they're going to do the Boba Fett show, Cobb Vanth in the Boba Fett show.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but like him being like an actual full.
Hopefully not fucking with him though, because like because he bought him off the Jawas. He should, if anything, he should be going fucking ham on any Jawa he sees.
Hunting down the Jawas.
Yeah.
Take him out. Get 8 episodes of him killing Jawas.
I mean, it was a popular episode in season 1 of the Mando, right?
Their knee height. Knee height, you know what I mean? Like fucking.
Yep.
We love launching them.
We love murdering aliens as long as they're not people.
Well, you know,
we gotta be wearing helmets and armor.
Jawas don't have souls, so it's fine.
They just want the Suga.
It makes one other thing that I want to like. It makes me extremely happy to think that we might get possibly a scene with Ahsoka meeting Luke and having
for sure
her meet Anakin's son, like that just
hits be like,
guts
yo,
punch
dude,
to my feelings, man.
I
That's
saved
just like
him, dude.
Right in the heart.
He could flex that on her, and she'll be like, "Damn, dude."
It's 100%, 100% gonna happen.
For me to see that, like, that's my seeing Luke. Like,
you're gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry like a little baby bitch bird.
That's exactly what they want, because they want us all buying all the toys. They want us all buying all the SH figure arts and the Black Series.
I'm going to be buying the Black Series Ahsoka. I'm going to be buying.
Do they get a cut from Bandai?
Of course.
Probably.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to say they should. Because I know they have to meet the price point of being like 4 times as much.
Disney is basically like Goodfellas. They're just like, fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Anybody that doesn't, they're getting a cut of that.
It's Debo. God rest his soul.
Yeah, R.I.P. Debo.
All right.
I don't know how to do that. Am I doing it right? I don't know. I'm not fucking Catholic or anything.
I couldn't tell you.
It's just fucking. Anyway, yeah, guys, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Like, just. Everybody, I mean, I want to ask if anybody has any final thoughts, but I don't think that anybody is going to say anything about how happy we are right now.
Yeah,
I can't think of any nitpicks. It's that there was nothing wrong with anything about season 2.
I know. I like kind of like I have like a little fun jokey thing that I talk about, like Luke being kind of a bitch in like the first episodes. And he is. He's kind of a whiny bitch in the first movie.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's like, dude, like, what the fuck, dude? Or like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then
in Empire, he's getting there, and then in Jedi,
you go there and you're like,
yeah,
you're like,
Jedi,
yo,
but like, and all right, guys, I think we can call it for tonight. So we will be back next week. Everybody, try your best to do a rewatch of this season before next week. If not, it's fine. We still all know what happened. It's fine. But like, I'd personally like if we could all do a rewatch, just so it's all fresh in our heads and shit.
Yeah, I'll try see what I can do.
And then so next week we'll get into a little more. Obviously we're not going to spend the entire show recapping the season, but like,
no,
we'll get into speculation more next week.
We'll have the gallery show to talk about too.
Sure, 100%. Yeah.
Next week? Wait, what week is this? When is Christmas?
It'll be this Christmas
this week?
Friday. Christmas is Friday, so next Sunday if you guys are cool with that.
That comes out. Yeah,
that
just
comes
a week
out
after.
on
That's
Christmas
cool,
Day.
Dude. Nice.
Christmas Day that comes out.
Nice,
3 a.m.
Dude, that's tight.
Yep.
Set your alarms again.
So everybody, hey, listen. Like I said before, we were talking. We're going to rebrand this channel as the Mandablorian channel. So please like, subscribe, and share. I honestly haven't cared about saying those things before, but because the channel that I put this on was a dead channel. But yeah, I'm gonna rebrand this whole thing. So we're gonna get rid of the Deeper Nest. That thing's dead. We're going to be the Mandablorians from now on, because that's what we are. We are all following the creed of weed, and I even have the slogan is going to be this is the J.
That's not bad. I like it. This is the J.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna keep this rolling. So we're gonna smoke weed, talk Star Wars, talk nerd shit. Not just Star Wars, but maybe presumably mostly Star Wars. But also we're gonna keep it rolling with WandaVision, a lot of the Marvel shit coming out. I know we're all into Star Wars right now, and we haven't been into the MCU because they haven't been putting shit out recently. But I would imagine that once they start creating content, we're gonna kind of flow into it. Let's call this a night. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah.
Hello, baby. All right. The ring light's so trippy in Wayne's Baby Yoda's eyes.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll congregate next week. I have spoken, and this is the way.
Peace.